Okay, this is the last rule that we need to learn for the view factors, which is symmetry rule. Okay, so before this we already learned about the reciprocity relation, summation rule, and superposition rule. Now in this video I will explain you with the symmetry rule. So this is reciprocity relation. I just revised back if you forgot. Where AI Fi to j equal to aj fj to I. So, and then this is summation rule where we have summation of fi to j is equal to 1. And then we will use these kinds of equation in order for us to reduce the amount, to know what is the amount of view factors that we need to calculate, okay, from n square. Okay, so maybe you have 4 surfaces is 2, and then you have 4, 2 to the power of 2, you get 4, and then amongst 4 of these symmetry rules, how many of view factors, among of these 4 view factors, how many view factors that you need to calculate. Okay, so by using this equation, half n minus 1, so it is actually only one view factors that you can determine, yet that you need to calculate, and then the rest will be used. The rest you can use symmetry rule, summation rule, superposition rule, or reciprocity rules. Okay, and then the superposition rule is, like I said, I give some example of the cakes where we want to find an area of the cakes, one cakes, where the cake is actually has been cut into a few portion, and then you have to add all the portions in order for you to get what is the total area of all that portion for one cake. Okay, you have to calculate one by one portion, and then if you add up all those portion, you will get what is the area of your one cake. Okay, so now the symmetry rule. So symmetry rule, 2 or more surfaces that possess symmetry about a third surface will have identical view factors from that surface. So which means that if you have 2 surfaces with identical dimension, then you can actually fi to j equal to fi to k. Okay, which means here, if you can take a look at this figure, if 2 and 3 have the same dimension, for the radius and area, so you are actually concluding that 2 and 3 have the same area, therefore f1 to 2 will be equal to f1 to 3. So that is what symmetry rule is all about. So in other kinds of relationship that you can use is actually by using a reciprocity relation. So as in reciprocity relation, if you want to find ai fi to j equal to aj fj to I, so both of these have the same area, therefore it will be like this lah, fj to I equal to fk to I. So same area, same dimension, that is symmetry. If you have more than 2 of the same surfaces, then you just only add up all those 3's and divide by 3, since all of these surfaces have the same areas. Okay, so this is after this to find what is the rate of radiation. So we go to the example. This is example 24, view factors associated with a tetragon. So determine the view factors from the base of the pyramid shown in figure 13, 14. So this is the figures, to each of its 4 side surfaces. The base of the pyramid is a square, and its side surfaces are isosceles triangles. So how to solve this? Okay, we know that the area 2, area 3, area 4, and area 5 have the same dimension, the same area. Okay, have the same area, have the same dimension. So we can, because pyramid have the same area for all those isosceles triangles. Okay, So what we can actually conclude here is f1 to 2 equal to f1 to 3 equal to f1 to 4 equal to f1 to 5. So all of these have the same dimension. Since we are under symmetry rules, all of these have the symmetry, the same symmetry dimension lah. So in order for us to determine how much of the view factors here, fractions of radiation here, so we will call up the summation rule. So what summation rule says that so I just wrote it down directly. So summation rule says that f1 to 1 plus f1 to 2 plus f1 to 3 plus f1 to 4 plus f1 to 5 equal to 1. This is summation rule. So we know that plate 1 is flat plate, plane surface. So f1 to 1 is 0. So f11 equal to 0. Therefore, we have f12, f13, f14, and f15. So under the symmetry rule, we know that all of these view factors have the same dimension. Therefore, we have to divide 1 with 1, 2, 3, 4. So to get what is f12, f13, f14, f15 is 1 divided by 4. Okay, you will get 0.25. So 0.25, which means that f12 is 0.25, f13 is 0.25, f14 is 0.25, and f125 is 0.25. Since all of this is symmetry, okay, that is the rule of that is symmetry rule. Okay, that's all for symmetry rule. Thank you.